Hot take incoming. Am I the only one that likes Halloweentown better than Hocus Pocus? Halloweentown, woo, is directed by Joanna Dwayneston and is the 1998 Disney Channel TV movie and the first of four Halloweentown movies, believe it or not. So this reviewer was especially requested uh, weeks ago by a dear subscriber of mine, Charlie. So, Charlie, thank you for your patience, man. Here are my honest thoughts on Halloweentown. Halloweentown tells the story of three kids, Marie, Dylan, and Sophie, raised by their widowed single mother Gwen, and the mother does not want them to engage with Halloween whatsoever, or go out partying or trick or treating on Halloween night, because their grandmother Aggie Cromwell, played by legendary and wonderful Debbie Reynolds, Carrie Fisher's mother and Billy Lloyd's grandmother, is a witch, and her three children have inherited their grandmother's magical heritage, whereas Gwen is determined to give them a normal human life away from Halloweentown, where she grew up. But when their grandmother Aggie, one Halloween night, comes to visit the kids, and Marie overhears her mother and grandmother talking about uh, the truth, as she and her brother and sister follow their grandmother to Halloweentown, where they not only help defeat a rising darkness, but also bond together as a family. Now, 1998 is such a tremendous year for movies. I mean, uh, and I think this movie was released the exact same year as the Halloween classic Practical Magic. The year my sister was born, we had some of the all-time great Halloween specials, and I am incredibly late to the party with this movie. I only literally watched it on Disney Plus last night. After watching it, all I have to say is that was totally wicked. Halloweentown is a terrific Halloween classic. It is charming and heartfelt through and through, and I would take it over Hocus Pocus personally. I know I'm going to get some backlash from the Hocus Pocus fans for that, but it's just my personal opinion. As it's easy for a critic, Doug Walker, to say, by the way, I think his Disney December review was far too negative and far too critical of this wonderful movie, where he's like, oh, the effects look so sloppy. It's just a bunch of people in cheap Halloween masks. I'm like, Doug, who cares? The Halloweentown does not need to look like the Halloweentown from Nightmare Before Christmas. If it did, it would be a rip-off of Nightmare Before Christmas. This Halloweentown has its own identity, and I, for one, love and dig its the approach to looking more like the more cheerful and sunshiny Stars Hollow at Halloween from Gilmore Girls. And I don't think the effects are nearly as bad as everybody says. Are they not? They're not cinematic worthy, far from it, but by TV standards, they still look charming, and they still have give the movie a extremely fun and festive feel. So there's nothing to complain about. I mean, it doesn't need the biggest budget to be a great movie, and the Halloween practical masks don't look half bad. I admire this movie for having well, mostly practical effects to bring Halloweentown to life, especially the skeleton taxi driver. He was my favorite of the citizens of the town. And you get Frankenstein's monster, you get uh, people with pumpkin heads, you get goblins, and what's not to love? It looks vastly better than if they would have attempted CGI. And but what was especially struck a chord with me in Halloweentown is the heart and the entire family conflicts. And of course, Debbie Reynolds absolutely steals the show as Aggie Cromwell, the grandmother. And Aggie is one of the greatest grandmothers in cinema history. She brings nothing but joy to her daughter and her grandchildren's life, even if her daughter Gwen doesn't always agree with her mother's way of handling things. And Gwen is the most interesting character in the film, being yes, she may seem like the cliched overprotective mother who wants her kids to just be shelters and miss out on the fun, but you do get her intentions, and you do see why she would think that bringing her kids to Halloweentown and giving them that life would be dangerous for them. But she does learn to trust her daughter more, and even embraces her powers as a witch herself towards the finale when she joins her mother into trying to take down the Dark Force. And as for the kids, I absolutely loved each of them, from Marie, the eldest sister, Dylan, the middle child, and the nerdy scientific brother who has glasses that make him look like Harry Potter, and even Sophie, the adorable youngest sister. And Sophie may get the least focus of the three kids, but thankfully the film never sidelines her. You're worried that the film is going to forget about her when Marie and Dylan get on the bus to Halloweentown, but thankfully that's not the case, as she sneaks onto the bus to join her siblings on this spooky adventure. And yeah, she is highly courageous for her age. And Dylan, he's starts off being the most sensible of the kids, and mostly agreeing with his mother's strict ways, but he does grow to get on better with his sister and stop bickering with her about everything. And let's just say the trip to Halloweentown did him some good. And even he turned out to be a warlock in the third act, so he was able to kick some ass and not just stand there. And Marie is certainly the best of the three child characters. She's literally the central protagonist of the story. I adore stories between a mother daughter and the granddaughter, and uh, yeah, Maria and her mother start out as polar opposites, as Marie wishes that their mother would raise them like their grandmother did, but Marie did do a great thing by following the grandmother and unintentionally bringing her entire family to Halloweentown, because if they hadn't have had this trip, they may not have never have resolved things. She's extremely smart and extremely kind, and does become a rather badass in the finale. And the main antagonist, he's not just a typical dark force, where he turns out he has more character to him than you would think. In the revelation, he turns out to be Gwen's former boyfriend, dun dun dun, and he wishes she married him instead of the children's father. But as Marie says, Gwen is a pretty good judge of character for not marrying him, and Marie and Gwen do give one another an apology by the end, and are now closer than ever as a mother and daughter, which is utterly sweet, and even the runtime is way shorter than I thought it would be. It's just literally an hour and 20 minutes. So there isn't a single boring moment to be found here. And the soundtrack is jolly and will get you in the mood for a Halloween party. And yeah, if you just want a quiet night in on Halloween, this is the movie to show you and your kids. And who can forget the iconic opening titles when the camera zooms in on a pumpkin and the title appears. I mean, that is Halloween heaven. So overall, Halloweentown, I think, deserves so much more appreciation, and I'm sure none of the sequels could possibly match this Halloween treat, and I have to say it surpassed my expectations.
I give Halloweentown 5 stars out of 5. Best Disney Channel special ever.
So yeah, thank you once again, Charlie, for this super festive Halloween request, and yeah, this is only the beginning of my Halloweentown review series now. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on Halloweentown? And is it your favorite of the franchise, or are there any of the sequels you would put above this? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'll see you all next time when I have one more Halloween review coming your way, which I will upload on Halloween itself, October 31st. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.